Hey guys, Spenny here, bringing another quick HYLN update. In this video, we're going to be covering the chart, find any resistance and supports near our current trading price. I'm also going to show you guys the average analyst price target right now. It is offering quite a bit of upside. Not that I follow analysts too closely because it feels like they kind of just throw numbers out there sometimes. But for those of you who do value analyst opinions, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised what the average target is. Is offering quite a bit of upside. I'm also going to show you guys what the short interest in the stock is, and a few other key important things I'm going to show you guys. I'm also going to go through the cash burn rate right now to see how much cash we have and when we can expect that next bit of dilution. So anyways, getting straight into it, I want to show you guys the chart. So if we do look at the chart here, you guys can see that our 200-day moving average is around 23, and our 50-day moving average is around that $15 mark. So we are still in a downtrend. The last couple of days, HYLN has bounced up a little bit, but it's too soon to say that we are actually at a bottom. I would say we're going to see a few more red days ahead. I did draw this trend line, I believe, in my last video. It indicated the last little bit of support that was basically where if we broke underneath that trend line, we'd be filling that gap. And if we zoom in closely, you can see we actually filled the gap this past trading week. So now that gap is filled, I mean, it's very possible that it acts more of support now. However, we are below that trend line that I drew, where what was once support now can become resistance. So it's hard to say what's going to happen this next trading week. I don't foresee any positive catalyst. In my last video, I did actually talk about how Thomas Healy had an interview on March 25th. Nothing of interest was said during that interview. There was no news announcements, so it didn't act as a positive catalyst, unfortunately. So yeah, right now, we're in a downtrend. However, it's very possible we just filled that gap and maybe we will stabilize and won't see as much pain this coming week, but we'll see how that goes. And jumping over to the short interest, it's actually not a heavily shorted stock right now. It's only at about 6%, and that's probably because the stock has trended so far down where if you are a person shorting a stock, your risk versus reward really isn't that favorable anymore. This stock has potential to bounce 40% higher relatively easy, but at the same time it can go lower. But if you're looking for a good risk versus reward, shorting this stock right now is pretty risky. So yeah, short interest, that's nice. It's definitely not going to be pushing down the stock too much, only at 6%. And also we've seen a little bit of institutional buying, so 77 million this past quarter and 0 sold. That's always good. And obviously 77 million isn't very much, but it is a positive thing to take note of. And there is just some overall positive sentiment going around. You can see short interest, a little bit of institutional buying. And we had Andrew Card, who's an insider who purchased 83K worth of shares at a price of $16.54. So he was, buying stock about 50% higher than where we are today. That is obviously a very good sign. And I think there are some good things going on within HYLN. They had that new battery tech breakthrough and the stock didn't even move from that, which is crazy. But yeah, so anyways, I do think that HYLN has some good things going for it, and we're seeing that through insider buying, low short interest, a little bit of institutional buying, and also if we look at the average analyst price target, it's at $15.33 right now. So that's basically exactly a 40% upside from here. So yeah, we are at levels right now that is looking like a good risk versus reward situation if you're looking to enter a position into the stock. And when we talk about risk, we are pre-revenue right now, and so we need to look at how much cash we're burning and when to kind of expect that next bit of dilution. So right now, our cash and cash equivalents, we have about 390 million. And for the full year of 2020, we burned 40 million cash. However, you can also see in the fourth quarter of 2020, we burned 20 million cash. So it went up a little bit. This is obviously going to vary quarter to quarter, but if we only burn $40 million of cash a year, we have a lot of cash left over and we won't probably see any dilution. However, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we'll see cash burn go higher as we need to put more money towards research and development. We are getting closer to 2022 when we're actually expected to roll out fleets. That's going to cost some extra money. So I do expect to see dilution probably over the next year, but I think that's a few quarters away. If I had to put a guess on it right now, I would say dilution would probably come in Q4 of this year. I'd be surprised to see it sooner than that, but you never know. It kind of depends on the company, how comfortable they are letting their cash reserves go down. So we'll see how that plays out. It's just something to keep in mind. This is obviously expected with any kind of speculative growth company, especially being that it's pre-revenue. But yeah, guys, that's the update for today's video. If you like the video, make sure to drop it a big thumbs up. And if you want to stay up to date on HYLN content, I will be giving any kind of updates on this company. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in seeing that. And thanks for watching till the end. I really appreciate that. I'll see you guys on the next video.